Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Sunday, December the 12th, little midday money. And we'll get to some free pick winners. As always, we'll throw them up in the chat. There we go on the board. Nice day yesterday. What did we do yesterday in the video? I think we had a winning day. What do we go? 5-2 in the video here with college basketball. 78-46 with our college basketball. College football didn't get there. 84-71. NFL, we got NFL today, so 59-51 in the video. Not too bad, not too bad. Good winning day. You know, premiums again, college basketball having a nice run. Anywhere, you either went 15-8, maybe 16-7-1, 16-8. Shop around. Like, I say this all the time, right? Because, again, you get the best number I've had. And yesterday, again, a couple losses. I had a 4 OT loser, another OT loser. I had a game might have won. You could add a 1.5, you had a win. 2 a win. 3 you might add a push. I had a half-point winner. Maybe you got a push on it. You know, shop around, shop around. A couple of half-point, a lot of close games yesterday, but hey, we'll take it. Let's just jump right into today. I got 2 college hoops up. Cal Baptist almost made the cut. I bet 2 other games of college basketball. But Cal Baptist here for I really don't like a lot today, college basketball. I mean, there's some and I'm not one who's just like, well, I'm not going to do anything today. You know, there's days I put out, 20 games. I don't mind. I'm going to come and I leave a couple off the board and they make the free pick. Today is one of those days. Last night I bet Seattle. I'll tell you, I got Seattle minus 3.5. It's gone up a little bit. I got another game today here that I bet this morning. Again, that line moved a little bit down on me. I could have a better number last night. This one as well. I thought about this puppy here. It was 7. Now it's 5. Case may be. Give me some Baptist here. There's just some days you love the board, some days you don't. It's just that simple. Same with NBA and hockey. I was going over for the last hour. I'm like, I really don't like anything here. I'm not putting anything out. So Cal Baptist is a freebie in college. NFL, Chiefs under, Titans down 8.5. I got Titans as a premium today. I'm laying a 10 there, but I still think Tennessee gets it done. Dallas under, Denver under, Packers. And a lot of unders today, a lot of unders. Richie P hitting the like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know that. Let me hit the like button. It's not that difficult. You know, it costs you nothing. You come in, just thumbs up, whatever. Say you didn't bet college basketball yesterday. You don't like it. You give me a thumbs down. You know, you say, you know what, Higgs, I don't like your college basketball, even though you're 78-46. I'm going to give you a thumbs down because I'm going to fade you. Well, all right, do what you got to do, but just hit a button. Markel's in the house. Good morning. VTech morning line Spurs. Back to the Lakers under 2-2-1. So, the Virginia Tech Dayton game, I like Virginia Tech. It's, they're a squad I kind of like, but again, the line went up a little bit. Should they beat Dayton? Yeah. Is it something I'm running to bet? No. Did I bet it? No. Did I want to bet it? Not particularly. Nothing really jumped to me. I got Virginia Tech rated a little better at like a 3, maybe a 3.5, depending on the situation, but all right, take them. You could do it. Take money line. Why not? Right? Why lose with that point? The Spurs against the Pelicans. I was looking at that game as well. I thought about using that in the video here. I was thinking about maybe doing the under, but again, I'm not loving NBA. So in the NBA, I'm just going to be pulling for whoever likes the NBA. I like the Titans. Yeah, I think Tennessee is going to come out. Listen, they had the bye week. They needed a bye week. They played, 11 in a row. They lost the last couple. You lose Henry. You came out. You won some games without him. The Texans game, listen, we had the Saints against them. I'm thinking eventually you're going to hit a wall a little bit. You've just been playing and playing and playing. You get tired. You're banged up. You lose your best guy. All right, we got the cover versus Saints. We had the Texans, and I think we had the Patriots against them too. So it was just all right, should they lose the Texans? Teams are going to have a bad loss. Teams have losses. And in this spot, they're rested. It's December, right? It's mid-December. Everybody's banged up. But you got a little break. Tannehill could straighten out some things. I still like the offense to score points. And this is Jacksonville. They're scoring, 10 points a game? This team's terrible. We had the Rams last week over the Jags. again, and that was a game I'll lay it with the Rams, thinking if you're not winning this one, this was the team people thought were going to the Super Bowl, the Rams. So if you can't beat up a bad Jaguars team, and this is a bad Jaguars team, now you're hearing stuff about Urban Meyer saying this team's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Give me Tennessee. Are you telling me that the Jags are scoring 10, 14, 17 points? I don't think so. Tennessee's going to be in the 20s. I think it's a cover. I am good, Fremont. Thanks for coming in. Call me crazy. I took Falcons money line. So, Falcons in Carolina. For me, you know what kind of game that is.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's just not something I want to bet on. I mean, would I lean Falcons? Yes. Am I betting it? Absolutely not. Packers first half, I could see why not, right? You got Fields in there. Green Bay off a bye week. Come in there, you own the Bears. I get it. Bucks versus the Bills. Yep. Are you thinking? Although, that line was 3, it was 3.5. Bills in desperation mode. I'm going to understand if you like Buffalo. Ravens under versus Cleveland. Yeah, I said that last week. I said that on Look Ahead Lines. Mike Wagner's in the house with his patriotic dog. Welcome, Michael. Like the skin set. You know what? I'll tell you what. I bet Dallas early. I think I got Dallas. What did I bet Dallas at? I got Dallas at 4.5 earlier. I see the lines up to 6.5 here. And my concern is I put in my little write-up here. Again, I got like 13 to 14 NFL games. I like the card today. Got them totals. You see the totals are posted here. The thing that concerns me about Dallas is that their dumb coach comes out and says stuff like, guarantees wins. Like, you know what? I might just have to put 150 on the Skins money line just because the coach is a moron. But listen, I think the Dallas offense is still good. No running backs. This is a passing league. Dak's a good quarterback. You have good receivers. Washington's banged up. The defense, and I loved it. I talked about this defense all year. I was like, you know what? I can see Washington winning the division here. Heineke's a decent quarterback. They can muster enough offense because the defense. This defense has been terrible. It's been absolutely terrible. So I'm not liking Washington here. I think Dallas shootout maybe. I don't know what the weather's like. I thought it was supposed to be a little nasty, kind of like the under there. Green Bay out of. This is a spot. Listen, double digit division guys are tough. I know. Fairfield, William Mary. Yeah, I was looking over this one here. So I got this game. It was 5.5 last night. It's 8 now. I had this more of like a 5-ish kind of game, believe it or not. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll grab a little William Mary here. But they've been so terrible, and now the line is up to 8. For me, I can't get involved. If you wanted to fave, you missed the boat. You've missed the boat on taking Fairfield there. Way too many points here with the 8, I think. So that's my opinion on that one. It's gotten up 3. That's why I try to get in the night before, Rich. I try not to really do a lot of day of betting because then you're not that you're betting on tilt, but you see like a line move on that one. Again, 5.5. It is now 8. I see 8.5 creeping up. And Mary's been bad. I'm not saying I'm not running a bet William Mary even a +8 as a home dog. This offense, 60 points a game. How about an underplay here? Just look at these numbers here. Just bad. Last time these guys played was 2 years ago, 62-58. Again, I don't want to lay. You want to follow the steam? Take Fairfield. I'm not betting it. Mike Danny comes in. KC, Dallas, Buffalo. It's going to shuffle off to 10-point tees. You know what? I didn't even throw a Tuesday teaser out. Fernando, yes, it has been, fella. How you been? What's the word, guy? How's everything going? Talk to me here. Lex Steele's in the house. KC, SIU. So, again, this one here hasn't really moved. There was one last night, now 1.5. I like KC. My numbers point to KC as like a 3-point edge here. Is it enough for me to bet on? No, I didn't bet the game. Baylor Nova. I like Baylor. I would say Baylor. Again, it was 4.5. People bet Baylor a little bit. I know it was a good team. Did I bet this game? No. I would lean Bears. Fun one to watch, I guess. Back-to-back wins. Of course I am, Ray. I'm going to get you. Corenzo says Jacksonville. I can't bet Jacksonville. I mean, how do you take the Jags? Vatek. Again, I like Vatek today. I said I got him up around a 3-point fave here, 3.5. So you want to take Hokies? I'd say, okay. I did not bet them. Giants Chargers over to 43. I don't like. I bet the under. What do I got this Charger game at? 44.5. I got under 44.5, Brennan, earlier. And this was even before. This was because I got Chargers at 7.5 when the line first came out. Regardless who was quarterback for the Giants, I was going under here. The Chargers are more of a defensive team. I know they're missing guys. I understand, but I don't know. Giants from Miami to LA, the offense hasn't been good. I mean, I just don't see it. I don't see it. And maybe turned into a crazy one. I mean, we saw the Chargers play a 70-point game versus Steelers. I'm just not doing it. I'm betting. My money's on the under, and that's that. You have a great day also, Mr. Downey. Jets under. Both teams rush the ball a lot. Yeah, we got Kamara's back, right? Hill's quarterbacking, or he's healthy, whatever. I don't know what he's going to do, but they'll be run. Jets lost their best receiver, Tony K, the Vegas top dog himself. Denver -12 football. This line is totally gone out. It was 8 for Fernando, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like Detroit here. Maybe I'll take the 8 because Denver should be late. Now it's up to 12. Okay, I get it. Dome team outside off a first win. You thought they'd won the Super Bowl. But 12, I got to think the Lions here. They still play tough every single – were they not going to play tough now because they finally got a win? No. No, I think 12 is too many. And then, as sad as it is, so Demaryius Thomas died. And that's sad, tragic. But whenever I see teams like honor kind of players, whether it be on Monday Night Football, whatever, they just lose. I don't know. Maybe it's all the pomp and circumstance, whatever. I just think, 12 here. I'd lean Lions. I did not bet the Lions. Who knows? I might come in after the show here and take the Lions. Who knows? I love the Jets plus 5.5, Cincy plus 2. Yeah, that Jet line is a little, right? Because people are just down on Jets. I understand, Raj. You want to be down on the Jets. I understand. But 5, the Saints, people still think this is a Drew Brees-led Saints team, I think, the way the respect they get. Granted, the defense is okay. At this point, maybe lean under, right? It's going to be ugly, but I would take Jets 5.5, sure. I think great. You know what? If you want to do a little money line on those puppies, why not? Cincy plus 2. Again, weird. I got a -1 early, and I thought it would go up. I'm like, Gucci Garoppolo on the road 2 in a row. I'm not really loving there, but since he's banged up, it could be a problem. Fernando, listen, I keep saying I'm going to get there. I'm getting there. I got the break coming up, so I think I got it somewhere. Otherwise, shoot me a message because I know I wrote down you're up in Cyprus, so I'm gonna come visit. I hope I have it somewhere. I have so many papers, Fernando, but get in touch with me either. Send a message so I know exactly, so I can just have it for sure. I apologize for my asking again because I wrote it down and I just have stacks of notes from all the lines and futures and stuff like that I wrote down. So I got to go through them, but I'm sure I'll see you before. Hopefully I'll see you before that in the chat here. Because I'm definitely coming to see you in the next that Christmas week whenever the kids are off from school, week after that. What's a Sunday super teaser? You need a Sunday super teaser, Dr. Ward? Oh, my goodness. I took Raiders. Raiders KC. I don't even know what to think about it. Bengals, yeah. He's banged up. Mixon's banged up. The defense is missing guys. I get it. Corenzo likes it. I kind of like the Jets here. Throw out the 5.5. What is that? Saints win by touchdown? I don't know. I want to grab a little the Jets here. Look at this. Tony George, my friend. How have you been, Mr. Tony George? I haven't seen him. I got to head out. I didn't get to Vegas the last 2 years, Tony. We had COVID, and then I had to move, so I did not get out there, but I want to see you again when I head out. Good stuff, Mr. George. How you been? This guy knows a little something about football. I think I've been in the biz a long time. Tony's got me beat. Lions almost forfeit games because all their players are hurt. They got a lot of guys out. I didn't even know. Again, it was just, is that why the Lions rolling? Everybody's out for them? Monmouth over Pitt today, Kenny R. So I'm a Monmouth guy. I kind of, I'm always going small over big. And here you have MAC, AA MAC, the MAC over ACC, right? Small favorites, only 1.5. But I don't know if this is just a tough one. Is the line still? It's 1.5. It was 2 last night. It's come down. This is listen. Number wise, I just want to bet based on seeing Monmouth favored over 2 over an ACC team, right? Because Pitt, we've talked about Pitt's woes. Pitt has some issues all over the place for this team. We don't like the coach, but I don't know. Monmouth inside. Whatever. I'll say Monmouth. Again, this was one. I had games circled. I only bet a couple. There's a lot. Yes. I appreciate it. Yeah, because I know where it is on 99. Because I mapped it out, and I wrote it down. I'm coming. Rob Franklin's here. Jordan Love, fan club president. Seattle. I bet Seattle already, Rich. I got my 3.5. It's a primo play for me. I grabbed Seattle last night. First game out. And here's the thing. So, again, some days I have huge games going. I mean, you have bigger tickets. You like things a lot. Yesterday, again, I try not to pick and choose if I like it. And I say this all the time. I have a lot of games. I'm not picking and choosing. I'm going to bet them. And like today, I'm looking, or last night, I went through, like even tomorrow, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 9 games for tomorrow I was looking at, and I'm like, you know what? Looking to bet games already. So when I initially look at today's, I'm like, man, I had a handful. I narrowed it down. Seattle's one I liked. Again, there's other ones, like the Monmouth game I kind of want to pull on, but it was just, I don't tell you why. I didn't pull up the gun on Monmouth. So on Friday, I was like, let's take Iowa. It was 3.5. It went up to 5.5 over Iowa State. Didn't get there. Got blown out the doors. Yesterday, it was Oklahoma, Arkansas. And I forgot to bet Oklahoma, right? They were a unranked team, laying a couple points to a ranked team, and the line came down. I'm like, Oklahoma in a rout. They rolled, and I forgot to bet it. And here's a spot with Monmouth and Pitt. Now, I bet Friday. I lost it. I forgot to get it in yesterday. It was a winner. Today, I can't. If I bet Monmouth today and lose, and I'm 0-2 instead of 1-2. So I can't come in on Monmouth today. But that's either here or there. But Seattle. So San Diego under 141. What do I have here for San Diego? Oh, you got it all together. Okay. So under. It was 144 last night. So if you want to follow the steam down, let's go. Niners money line. Bengals are banged up, not looking good. Chargers game under. I agree. Chiefs game over. I disagree with that. Again, you take out. So the Chiefs game, you fill out the game where they scored 41 versus the Raiders, and you take out the Raiders' crazy game against the Cowboys, and these teams are putting up 15 points a game, like the scores. Go through them. I mean, I can pull them up for you. They're not really rolling out a bunch of games. I mean, here we go. 22, 19, 13, 23. That's the last 5 games for Kansas City, throwing out to 41. They've allowed 9, 9, 7, 17, and 27. And then 27, that was a 27-3 loser. All right? And then you got the Raiders. 15, 13, 14, 6. You take out that Cowboy game. All right? I mean, again, you take out the 41 verse that they allowed to KC. I don't – that's the anomaly. I see low scoring. I can't see the over here. Tampa game under versus Buffalo. I don't know about that. I think Bills, again, in a spot, nothing to lose. They got to come out and win. They're going to be chucking it all over the place like Tampa. I like the over there. Iowa State. I don't like Iowa State. Believe it or not, I was kind of thinking about taking the dog here. 20 is a big number, 19. Jackson State. Again, you're off a big win Friday night. They rolled, right? So maybe they're coming in here. It's an early game. The fans really going to be pumped up for Jackson State today? I mean, I might take, how about a first half on the Dogs here? I can see them being a little flat. Broncos under. Broncos under. Yes, already bet it. You got it, Tony. Good seeing you. Monmouth money line. I agree. I didn't bet it. I should have. There you go. Thanks, Rob. Kenny's appreciating your feedback. Hampton. I thought about Hampton here. I did think about Hampton. I'm looking at this line. I'm like, why is this 9? Because it was 7.5. Then I went to 8.5, and I guess it's 9 now. So from last night to this morning, it was 8.5 a half hour ago. Now it's 9. And I wanted to take Hampton here because I'm thinking, all right, these guys are always decent in the MEAC, but now they've changed conferences, a little step up here. I just have questions marked next to it on my sheet. I'm like, do I take Hampton and the points because it's so close to where I have it at like an 8-ish, and now it's 9. Again, it's too close for comfort for me. No real edge. Mr. Elliott is here. How are you? Bills Bucks looking under. I'm on the over there, Fernando. Over Bills. Giants and Rangers today. Who's quarterback for the Giants? Is it Fromm? Is Fromm getting a call or is it Glennon? Giants will cover. I'll tell you what. I got Chargers at 7.5. I'm happy. At 10, whatever it is. What's the new line here? Is it moved? 9.5. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I probably should have bought back on the Giants a little bit, but I'm happy with my 7. Army Kuzas, I had them in the under. Sixers game under. I put out Army in the over here, so I was like a little annoyed. I'm like, wow, this is looking good, at least for the over. But it is what it is. Sixers, no NBA for me. Richard, where'd you have, Jim? Come back. Michael Blenden's in the house. Nova Baylor. I would lean Baylor here. I'm not betting. I think it'll be a good game. This is a good feel for both these teams against good competition. So I'm leaning Baylor. I like the Bears. Again, that's a team I kind of like to get to the Final Four. Iona versus Yale, 4.5. What do I have here? So I got Yale as about a 3.5 point fave. What's the line now? It's 4.5. So it's gone up from 3. I mean, hold on. Is Iona's? I thought. So Yale, yeah. So Yale's the dog. I kind of like Yale at the 4.5 here. Florida an easy one today in college basketball. Here we go, Kenny. Nothing is easy. So how do you thought easy one here? Where's Florida against the Terps? What's that line? It was 5.5. I don't know if it's moved. So it's down to 5. Again, this was 5.5. No real movement there. 5. Listen. I'm not high on the Terps. Right? They got rid of their coach, the new coach, whatever. I like the Gators. I think they're a good team. But I don't know. I don't know about this one. I want to see Maryland. First game with a new coach, not a spot for them. Here they are, maybe to work things out. Everything's it's a little different to get a new guy in charge. So this game's, I don't know if it's easy. It's definitely a no play for me. I mean, I would lean maybe Maryland, but again, not getting involved. About to start fading the weekends. Yeah, too many games for you. It's a lot. I understand. Shane, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I am doing good. Nice little run. And it's been a profitable month. College basketball has been treating me nice. So, Dogs. I thought it was just say dark because there was like so many games. Like you see 160 games, it's like a dark cloud over your head. I'm like, I get it. You see college basketball 130 games. You're like, ugh. Except Wednesdays. Wednesdays got a lot of games. Avalanche regulation. Blues under 5.5. Wild over 5.5. Again, I looked fast at hockey. I was like, I thought about doing Avalanche on a puck line. I'm like, you know what? They might have a guy out. I know the other guys could be missing players for Florida, I think. West Virginia minus the 12 against Kent State here. So again, this line is not moved. I got this game at 12. It's at 12. It's a no play for me. Wofford. Where's Wolf? Hold on a second. Let me find him. Against Coastal. This was 3.5. What's it now? Is it up to 4.5 now? This is a spot. And this is where usually, not that these are like my wheelhouse games, but these are kind of the schools I like to bet on. But the problem is when they start playing each other, then I'm like, where my not knowledge, but like the reason why I like a team like your Monmouth over your Pitt is now it's lost because I got two kind of teams I kind of like. This one, what's 3, 4? I might want to lean a little Coastal here. I mean, I like Wofford. What do I got, Wofford? I have my little small school ratings, my little rankings on. I got Wofford. Wofford is in my top 25 for smallers. I don't know. I might lean Coastal here. I'm not betting it, though. I'm not betting it. Marcos hit the light bulb. Thank you, Marcos. I appreciate it. All right, Jim. What do we got here? KC. Okay. Bills, -2.5. It should be plus. Is that plus? Browns minus. San Fran money line. I get it. Banged up. Cincy, Dallas on the under. Okay. Bucks under. All right. You think it's going to be a lot of incomplete passes and stay under. Titans over. You think it's going to be a Jacksonville score in there, I guess. Gronk anytime, TD, why not? Chubb anytime, Elliott anytime. You know what? I was writing down some NFL player props for the show. I was like, you know what? I got some player props. So we got Saturday NFL coming up. I'll definitely have some player props next week. It's something I really don't get into a lot on the show, but I'm going to throw some out. Fairfield. Yes, but at this point, it was at 5-8. I don't know if I want to get involved at 8, though. Do you want to take the Stags? I get it. Miss Chanel's here. There she is. Our par lady's in the house. How are you, Miss Chanel? What do you got today? Think you're who's your play? I didn't watch the par ladies on Friday, so I was going to say who's your play for today. But I like the under on KC and the Bucks as well. Dallas Cowboys -6, KC over, Browns minus the number, Falcons, Tampa Bay. All right, so Dallas lines, it's moved up. I get it. KC over. I like the under. I went through why I like the under there with the way these guys have scored. Browns, I like the Browns off the bye week. I like the under there also. Atlanta. Again, Atlanta and Carolina. This is what we think of Atlanta, Carolina. Why?
Stop it. Get some help.
No. Elliott's moving in on Chanel. I hit the like button. Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. I appreciate all my thanks. Just hit the like button. I don't ask for much, folks. Hit the like button. Akron. A&M. So I almost thought about taking Florida A&M here, believe it or not. So it's 13, and I'm like, all right, let me look into Florida A&M. Then I see like their lonely wins over like Fort Valley and something called Lemaine Owen. 3 different words. I guess it's a French score. Lemaine Owen. That's my French. So, yeah, I can't – I at that point, I backed off Florida A&M. Raiders money line. I know you don't like it. Nobody does. I understand. Listen, I get it. If you're going to take the Raiders, take them because it's – what's the line? 9, 10? So you're within a score. Like you're within the back door, right? You get the touchdown. But if you're thinking I'm going to backdoor it, why not think it's going to be a one-possession game you could score an outright win? So I'm not going to say don't take the money line. Hall over Rutgers. At this point, you're just thinking it's a straight fade of Rutgers off a huge win, right, Kenny? That's the thinking here, right? Rivalry. You got a couple of New Jersey schools playing each other. I get it. I don't know. Are they going to be that flat after that win? 10's a bunch. I kind of like UTEP here. I kind of like a little UTEP, Brad. Tim Earl's in the house. Tim, throw out some ice because I got 0 ice today. I bet 0 ice and I got 0 NBA. Although I think I'm not thinking. I know you'll have some. So took the Bucks -4. Tampa's up to 4 now, huh? Akron, I get Akron. I understand over A&M. I understand completely. I looked at A&M thinking, 13, maybe worth a shot there. These guys are gonna be like Florida A&M. What are these guys coming up? I mean, coming from Florida, it's Ohio in December. Not that they play outside, but just like they want to be out in the cold. But again, I mentioned there are two teams who they did beat. They're nobody's. I can't get involved. You want to lay Akron? Go for it. Wild on the ice. Colorado over 6.5 with the Panthers. I think Florida's got some guys out. Listen. Do what you want to. I try not to talk people off. You're ready to put their money on a game? Go for it. Packers. I like the Packers here, Kessler. I mean, one, they're coming in off a bye week. Best ATS team. They beat the Bears. I don't care who's the Bears quarterback. They beat them. They cover. Are we getting Fields here? Granted. Okay, it's the Bears playing Green Bay. It's not like it's not a cold weather team, stuff like that, but I'd say Green Bay. Washington still your favorite NFL play? I said it. Listen, you had the Cowboy coach come in here and guarantee a win. That's a money line play just based on that moron opening up his mouth. Rutgers in home. I just said, listen, with Rutgers, huge win. I didn't think they're gonna beat Purdue, and I'm a Rutgers guy. Not that this isn't a Rutgers shirt, but I want Rutgers to do well. +10, I might have to take them. I know it's like the proverbial letdown. You meet the number one team, you're going to come out and get crushed. I don't know, because Rutgers is supposed to be pretty good coming into the season. I had them rated pretty decent. Everyone on Dallas, it's back up. Why did this line just move like 3 points today? It was 4.5, now it's back up to 6.5. Why is the line on the move? Are guys out? Who's out for Washington that moved this line from 4.5 to 6? Or 6.5? VTech, I could see VTech beating Dayton. I did not bet it, Juliet. I just like the Browns simply based on your off your bye week. The game before you played was against these guys, and you lost 15-10, a dogfight. Why wouldn't this be a dogfight type game again? And you're home. Get the split. Oh, here we go, Omar. Mexican soccer. Atlas versus Leon. I'll leave this up and I'll move down into the comments because I don't even know what that is. Hopefully you make somebody money, Omar. Zero Ice. Well, we got some NBA. I know, but I thought, he is your brother. I figured maybe you do talk to him. Pelicans. Pelicans are playing the Spurs. I get it. OKC +4, Milwaukee -6. Here we go. Vancouver money line, Anaheim money line, and Colorado over. All right, so I guess that over. Somebody else had the over 6. Now maybe I got to bet that over to 6. I agree. It's 10. That's crazy. So they think Rutgers are going to get a run right out of the building. I like the Hall. I don't think the Hall's that great. Is Rutgers going to come in and lay a total egg? Maybe they will. I don't know. I think the coach is too good for him to come lay a total egg like that, though. I'm not saying Rutgers doesn't lose. But 10, I could get inside of a number getting 10 points. We got one of these Vark Tech. You want Virginia Tech? Is that what that is, Alicia? The Hokies? Ducks, St. Louis goalies. Gillies, that goals hasn't played since 2018. All right, so Anaheim's a play here. I like Baltimore in the points. Listen, if you like Baltimore, just take them on the money line. What do you expect them to lose by 1? The line's 2. Wait a second. How can they have COVID if everybody's vaccinated in the NFL? How'd that happen? Had the Bucks. The Nets. OKC. Again, I didn't look at any NBA, so I can't even give opinions on the NBA. I looked at them. Nothing jumped. I moved on. Tampa over the Bills. And the Bills game, again, this is a huge game for the Bills. You want to take Bills? I think it's a money line play. Tampa, Brady knows the Bills. He's familiar with the Bills. You think he doesn't want to beat these guys? You're at a point where he's like Jordan, and I took that personally kind of thing. Tom Brady's at a point where he's looking for minute motivation to get things done. Maybe he's upset away they didn't cover the last game. I don't know. The Chiefs again, the Chiefs have been winning with their defense, and Raiders have had trouble scoring lately. Browns, okay, I agree with the Browns there over Baltimore, right? I mean, if you like, again, bye week, I think coming out bye week is important in the NFL. T-Wolves against Portland, right? I did look at that. I'm like, yeesh, Portland's just a hot mess. Purdue minus 15. Let me find some Purdue here. Who did they play? NC State? You think they'd bounce back, right? Is that your thinking here, right? They bad game, they're going to come in and roll NC State. Again, this is like right along my number, so it's not a game I dove into. But State. Do I want to take? Would I lean to the dog? Yes. I mean, they're going to do the same thing that Rutgers does. Spread them out. Try to get good shots. But again, the inside for Purdue is where I thought they'd dominate Rutgers. It didn't happen. But big number. You're home. Do you at this point, it's more of, do you think that Purdue rallies off that loss and blows them out here? I don't know. I would lean on the 15. I would take the points. I just can't. It's because it's not like, oh, they're going to bounce back. You're laying 15 points. I mean, not NC State's the same as Rutgers, but nobody's got the inside guys as Purdue got. So do they dominate and eat at home? Again, for them, it was a game I just don't want anything to do with. I'm like, you know what? I could see Purdue winning, and if they win by 12, it's a nice win. Or they're up 24, and then they get backdoored. So I'm not interested. Next week's a new week. Wait for their next game. Davidson, Northeastern. I'm a Northeastern guy. I would lean Northeastern. I don't even know what I have here on my numbers. I always like that team. Let me find it, see if I have it here. I'm getting 3. I got this game at like a pick 'em. So give me Northeastern. Everybody's coming in on over 6.5. Everybody likes the over. All right. What do we like here, David? All right. Saints. All right. I'm not loving the Saints. If you want to bet them, I didn't bet either side. Fairfield in College. Again, that line went from 5 to 8. To me, the value's gone at 5. I mean, I guess you're following everybody else. It's worth a shot. Not betting it. Baylor, I'll say I like Baylor. No, I know that, Michael. I'm just saying they made it seem like, the whole thing with Beasley, like, well, you got to sit out games. Like this was my point for this was, if you don't take the vaccine, you get tested all the time, right? But if you had the vaccine, you don't get tested, then you could still get it. It's like that was my point to that. I should have cleared it up, like, because the guys like who aren't vaccinated have to get tested multiple times. But why? If you could still get it when you have the vaccine, shouldn't you get tested Shouldn't you get tested times a week, right? That was my point. I should have clarified that, Mike, because that's what I don't get. You test the guys who don't have it, so they don't have the flu shots, they get tested. But you can still get it if you even have the shot. So why don't you test those guys as well? Like, why don't you just test everybody? That was my point of that. And then I would stop your entire 6 guys from getting it. I think Seattle can cover against the Texans. I think they can cover. No. I kind of like the Texans there, believe it or not. I'm sorry. It's a weird line, Kessler. I'm looking at them like 8. When it came out, I was like, I want to take the 8. Now it's 9s. Who's quarterbacking? Is it Tyrod or is it Davis Mills? Because I don't think Seattle should be favored by 9 over anybody. I mean, maybe a college team, not in the NFL. On the road, Seattle at home, okay. You're telling me these guys are like a 14-point, 12, 13-point favorite at home? The heck out of here. Navy versus Marist. Mine has not moved. It's 3s across. No opinion. Nothing. Total is 125. Didn't do anything for me, Rob. Cincy Bengals. I bet Cincy early at 1 on Sunday. Pollard's out. Yeah, we know that. We know he was out. But that's not, listen, as good as he's been for Dallas, this team can win without a run game. Why can't they throw the ball around with that? The offensive line's still decent, and you got good receivers, and the Redskins' defense isn't all that great. Mills is quarterback, and that's why it's high. Yeah, you know what? At that point, I'm looking at the total. They're down to 40. I might look at the over there, believe it or not, 40.5. And did I? I'm seeing if I bet that under. No, I didn't. I didn't touch it because I wasn't sure about the quarterback situation. Mills a star. Mills a star. Yeah. As I say, that line to keep going up, it's got to be. Let's see. We got some moves going on here. The screen is changing colors on me here. What do we got here? So Carolina's 2.5s. Cleveland's gotten up to 3. Jet total's at 42. I don't know. All right. Last time I'll post these and we'll get out of here. Again, look ahead lines tonight. We'll come in and do a little halftime-ish. Look ahead to next week if you want to be part of that. And then we have bowl week coming up. We got bowls. So, Pete, have a good one. Thanks for popping in. I can see you over in Texas games. Yes. Yes. All righty. We're rolling out. Everybody have a good one. Good luck today. Bye-bye.